Can I ask you a question? If your company tomorrow announced your position had been eliminated, what would your first thought be? I'll be okay. Or, what am I going to do? The answer tells you something far more important than whether you like your job. It tells you how much control you actually have over your future. Because here's something I don't think we talk about enough. Most people believe they have financial security when they actually have what they have is dependence. And those are not the same thing. Today, I want to show you the career lie that most of us were taught. Why it feels and leaves so many smart, capable people vulnerable. And what you can begin doing, even if you only have 3 to 5 hours a week, to build something that belongs to you. Think back to when you first entered the workforce. Most of us were taught the exact same formula. Go to school, get good grades, work hard, be loyal, stay with the company that pays you the most. Eventually, everything works out. No one really told us that we were putting our financial future almost entirely in someone else's hands. Not because we were careless, because that's simply what everyone around us did. It became normal. One paycheck, one employer, one source of income, and we never really questioned it until something unexpected happens. And here's the question very few people ever ask: who actually owns your income? Most people immediately answer, I do. But do you? Think about it. Who decides whether your position still exists? Who decides reorganizations? Who decides budget cuts? Who decides layoffs? Who decides mergers? Who decides outsourcing? Who decides AI initiatives? Not you. Someone else. That doesn't make companies evil or bad. It simply shows business operates in their best interest for their bottom line. Businesses exist to make money. Their responsibility is keeping the business healthy. Their responsibility is not guaranteeing your income for as long as you want to have it with them. That realization is uncomfortable because many of us were quietly believing something different. We believed if I work hard enough, if I am loyal, if I do everything right, they'll take care of me. But businesses make business decisions. Sometimes those decisions affect amazing employees, not because they weren't valuable, but because circumstances change. So if companies are doing exactly what businesses are designed to do, shouldn't we also start thinking differently about our own future? This is the shift that changed everything for me and for a lot of individuals who have started their own business. Instead of asking, how do I get a more secure job? Ask, how do I build income that I actually own? Because there's a huge difference between making income from an employer and creating and making income that is yours. Your salary belongs to your employer until payday. A business belongs to you. The system belongs to you. The clients and customers belong to you. The content belongs to you. The products belong to you. Your expertise belongs to you. Your experience belongs to you. Unlike a salary, There is an artificial ceiling placed on what you can create. So it all belongs to you. Now, notice, I am not saying quit your job. Let's not get this mistaken. I'm saying stop expecting your job to do something it was never designed to do. It was designed to provide employment, not complete financial certainty. If this conversation is making you think differently, I created a free guide. It's from Stuck to Started. It's a 4-part framework for turning your skills into a business while working your 9 to 5. Inside, I walk you through the same process I teach women who want to begin creating income from the skills, knowledge, and life experience they already have. The link is in the description below, so do grab it. Now let's keep going, because this is where people usually get stuck. Most people don't have an income problem, they have a thinking problem. Almost immediately, someone hears this idea and says, I don't have time. But let's examine that. What if you only needed 3 to 5 hours, focus hours each week? Not 40. Not quitting your job. Not working until midnight every night. 3 to 5 hours a week. Could you find that? Maybe if you watch one less TV show each evening, if you spent a little less time strolling social media, if you traded one weekend afternoon of casual plans for building something that could change your future, would it not be worth it? Most of us have more discretionary time than we realize. The question isn't always, do I have time? The question is, what future am I choosing with the time I already have? Because every hour is building something. Either you're building someone else's business or you're slowly beginning to build your own. Imagine this for a moment. Imagine your company announces layoffs tomorrow. That instead of panic, you feel surprisingly calm. Not because you know exactly what will happen, but because you've already started creating another source of income. You've already begun building something that's yours. Maybe it's coaching, maybe it's consulting, or it could be creating a digital product or teaching or speaking. Maybe it's a membership program or an online course. Whatever fits your experience, you don't think, my life is over when you hear that announcement. Instead, you think, I'll be okay, because you've already started creating options. That's what this is really about. Not replacing your job overnight. And even if you were laid off and you had to look for a job, at least in the interim, you have income coming in while you find that other job. Because the whole idea is to build something so that you have this cushion of income. Or it could be that you want to build it up so you can pivot out of the job that you have. But the whole idea is to build some additional source of income. Creating choices before you're forced to make them. Having that income, it gives you confidence, it gives you options, and it gives you a more sense of freedom. Not because someone gave them to you, because you built them. And here's what I hope you remember after watching this video. You have spent years, maybe decades, building valuable skills, leading people, solving problems, managing projects, communicating, teaching, creating systems, helping customers, making decisions. Those skills didn't disappear when you left your work today. They belong to you. The experience you've built throughout your career belongs to you. The question is, are you going to let those skills continue creating value only for your employer? Or are you going to begin creating value for yourself too? That's the question. You don't need to have everything figured out, not in this moment. You don't need unlimited time. You don't need permission. You need to give yourself permission. You simply need to start. Even if it's only 3 to 5 hours a week, because the future doesn't change all at once. It changes through small decisions repeated consistently. And one day, those small decisions become something that gives you more confidence, more flexibility, more income, and far more control than you've ever had before. If you've been quietly wondering what your next chapter could look like, don't ignore that feeling. Don't ignore the evidence of the workspace that we're in. It is different than what it used to be. So I hope that you will start seriously thinking about building something for your future. So with that in mind, do download the guide, my 4-part framework for turning your skills into a business while keeping your 9 to 5. Inside, I walk you through, like I mentioned earlier, the four-part process that I use to help the women that are building their business. The link is in the description below. And if this video helped you to see yourself differently, subscribe to my channel. Every week, I have practical strategies and mindset shifts to help women build income beyond the 9 to 5 without walking away from your careers, the ones that you have built. So I thank you for stopping by to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next video.